Hi everybody, today is October 16th, 2014. This was sent in by one of my subscribers. You know you are. Thank you and God bless you. I am so glad that these people are taking matters into their own hands. It just shows you that the government is not doing what they need to do and they're not listening to the people. You know, the old Boy Scout model, be prepared. Well, they were definitely not prepared. This comes from Ohio. School businesses closing announced over Ebola concern. Akron school officials announced that the Resnick CLC was closed Thursday as a precaution after a student's mother had contact with an Ebola patient, Amber Vision. Details of their concern were not made available. The student was in voluntary quarantine along with his or her mother. The health department, well, of course, did not order the school to close. Rather, the district made the decision as a precaution. It will remain closed until October 20th. Brecksville, Ohio. The PNC Bank Processing Center in Brecksville will be closed today as a precaution after learning an employee traveled on one of the same planes as the latest Ebola patient the morning after the patient's flight. According to PNC spokesperson Marcy Zibel, the PNC employee was not showing symptoms at this time and is working from home for an extended period of time. No PNC customers are impacted. The facility is being cleaned today and could also be closed Friday. All employees will be working from home. Chagrin Falls, Ohio. St. Jonah of Arc School in Chagrin Falls notified the school community that a teacher's husband was on the flight with Amber Vision, the Dallas nurse, who was later diagnosed with Ebola. As a precaution, the teacher was placed on leave for 21 days with pay. Health experts say symptoms of the virus appear between 2 and 21 days. This current virus seems to have a real short period, but there is research that shows it could take as long as 42 days. The 21 days was decided to be the least economically impacted amount of days to allow before they showed symptoms. Yeah, the 21 days all comes down to dollars. Parents were informed to pick up their children Thursday, so the school could close and be cleaned by a professional company as a precaution. Solon, Ohio. 2 Solon schools were closed Thursday as a precaution after the district learned a Solon Middle School staff member traveled home from Dallas on Frontier Airlines Tuesday on a different flight, but possibly the same aircraft. As Amber Vision, the 29-year-old Dallas nurse who traveled through Cleveland, was later diagnosed with Ebola. Yeah, the CDC told her it was safe to fly. Sloan Middle Schools and Parkside Elementary were closed and the buses for the district were sanitized. School officials said they did not believe students or staff was at risk of contracting the virus, which they're still saying is spread by direct contact with bodily fluids. Yeah. More lies from the CDC. Airborne from dictionary.com means anything that's carried by the air, such as pollen or dust. Anything supported entirely by the atmosphere, meaning that a cough or sneeze. Particles of a virus can be suspended in the air throughout the room when you cough or sneeze. That is the definition of airborne. Another term is aerosol transmission. And it just makes me so mad that they don't acknowledge this. Warrensville Heights, Ohio. Warrensville Heights City Hall, except for the police and fire departments, will be closed until Friday, October 17th as a precaution. Employees have been notified about the precautions to ensure their safety. City Hall will be thoroughly cleaned by an outside company, strictly as a precautionary measure. All other city facilities, including the civic and senior centers, service and building departments, will remain open. Wickliffe, Ohio. Wickliffe School Superintendent Joe Spicia said a spouse of a teacher at the Wickliffe Middle School was on the Cleveland to Dallas flight with Amber Vision. They contacted the Lake County Board of Health and determined the school should remain open since there was no direct contact. The teacher remained home Thursday. It was learned Wednesday that the healthcare worker with Ebola, Amber Vision, 29, flew from Dallas-Fort Worth to Cleveland on October 10th to visit family and plan her wedding. She made the return trip on October 13th from Cleveland to Dallas-Fort Worth. And that might be wrong on the date. I had heard October 8th. Out of an abundance of caution, the CDC has asked all passengers on Vision's return flight, Frontier Airlines Flight 1143, to call 1-800-CDC-INFO. Yeah, if you want to believe anything they tell you. I'll have more information about school closures and different things in Texas that I found. Alright, bookmark my site. I'll keep you up to date. Please stay safe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.